Om Ajnanatimirandhasya Jnananjanashalakaya Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Guruve Namaha. Sri Chaitanya Manobishtam Stapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadamayyam Dadati Swapadantikam. Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Sri Advaita Gadadhar Srivasadi Gaura Bhakta Brinda. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare. Life in this material world is always filled with misery, and that is the nature of this material world, that it is filled with misery. Mam upetyatu kaunteya dukkhalayam ashashvatam. The manufacturer of this world has himself said this, that the world that you are living in, that you have taken birth in, is only full of miseries. And also, those miseries are temporary. They also have a beginning and end. And in the happiness that comes in between also has a beginning and end. And most pains or most sufferings in this world take place when there are losses, when you lose money, when you lose property. And most pains are there when you lose someone very dear to you. So how does one become dear to us? Because we identify with that person as my own friend, my wife, my child, my father, my mother. And as long as these likings or dearness is due to material connections, the pain is more when you lose those things. And that is inevitable. Whomever you love in this world, that love has to be interrupted by the power of time. If they don't ditch you, then the time intervenes and time separates you from your beloved or beloveds. So how do we minimize or reduce the miseries when we lose our dear ones? By connecting our relationship of that person with Krishna. Which means if we have Krishnized our relationship, as Guru Maharaj always tells in wedding, she is not your wife, he is not your husband. He is Krishna's son, given to you to take care of. She is Krishna's daughter, given to you to take care of. That is called as Krishnization of the so-called relationship. So if we have seen all our relationships in connection with Krishna, then when we lose the beloved and go in separation, the pain of separation is coupled up by great joy of Krishna consciousness. So one needs to learn that if you don't want to suffer when you lose your beloveds, please from now onwards only, make that relationship Krishnized. Put Krishna in between. See those relationships in connection with Krishna. Then when spirituality comes in, when Krishna comes in, the material pain becomes spiritual and it does not cause that much emotional destruction which it can cause potentially. So this point is very important, as I'm experiencing for last many days, because things were quite spiritual. The pain is covered by spiritual joy. So there is no collapse, or there is no destruction from within. There is sanity, there is composure, and there is ability to bear the loss because of only spiritualization of the relationship that we have. So let us all meditate, because potentially we can see people next to us whom we love, they will go one day. Now, who will go first also we don't know. Logical understanding fails when people leave, and we are amazed how people leave. Grandchildren leave before grandmother also. So we don't know who will go and by what cause, by what reason. Before that only, we should spiritualize our relationships. See our beloveds as part and parcel of Krishna, and see our beloveds as people sent to us by Krishna for the opportunity to serve them, to be with them in Krishna conscious manner. And then, whenever inevitably we will lose our beloveds, we will have the strength to bear. We will be able to thank Krishna. We will be able to bow down to Krishna. We will be able to grateful to Krishna. Even in that unbearable, painful losses, we will be able to thank Krishna, be grateful to Krishna. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare.